Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I hope that you guys got my update yesterday. I tried to send out a post in the discussions tab. So I'm still kind of new to this, so I'm not sure how my other channels that I'm subscribed to do updates without videos, but I attempted to. Let me know if it worked. Yesterday, I'll just fill you in case you didn't see that. Yesterday, I did not do a video because the night before I slept horribly. My sciatica was acting up and I ended up sleeping on the floor like halfway in the middle of the night trying to get comfortable, but I was in so much pain and discomfort that I couldn't get any sleep. And so I wasn't moving very quickly, and I just decided that I was gonna take it easy. I didn't wear any makeup yesterday. Zero. For the first time in like 4 months. So, on a work day, that is. On the weekends, sometimes I don't wear makeup at all. So that's no change. But anyways, so I was in a lot of discomfort. I took my heating pad to work with me, and just try to take it easy. Today I'm feeling a lot better, so I'm hoping that the inflammation is gone and I feel better throughout today. So fingers crossed. Yeah, so that's why I didn't do a video yesterday. Sorry about that. Today I'm gonna do a look, and I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I know that I've been dying to do something cool with these ColourPop liners that I got. So maybe I'll do something like that. And if you guys are wondering what I'm doing and what all this noise is and why I'm not really paying attention to the camera right now, I am emptying out my makeup bag. I kept it packed from, was it Friday? Monday? Kept it packed from Monday just in case I got up the strength to do some makeup, and I did not. So, oh well. Just pulling everything out. Now, something I'm super excited for, excuse me, my Ipsy glam bag reveal happened today, so I know what I'm getting in my glam bag. And coming to my channel soon is a review of all of those products. Now, I did receive some constructive criticism on my last haul video, that the content was boring. So I will try to make sure that in this video, when I review the products, I actually test them all out. I think last time I was just showing you what I got real quick, and then I was going to use them in a later video, mostly because when I received the products, it was in the evening and I had already done my makeup, and so I just wanted to see what I got, and I wanted my first impression of everything to be with you guys. So this time I shall try to hold back my zeal and wait for you guys until the next morning when I do a look of the day. Or I'll just take all my makeup off and do a new look. So, starting out, I used my Playa Endless Summer Spray on my hair, and I'm going in with my 111 Skin Treats Serum Radiance Booster Rose Gold stuff. I got a lot of face products that are in the upcoming glam bags. So I went and updated my preferences. Really what I want is a bunch of eyeshadows, liners, basically eye products. I really like to focus on the eyes. I requested that they switch me to like a lot of blushes or powders, eyebrow products, stuff like that. I don't really want facial stuff because I don't know, I don't use it that much. Like I use these products that I have, but they seem to be lasting quite a long time, and I still have a whole nother bottle of my Pure Lace Matcha green tea moisturizer. I have my Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist. I've got like masks and all kinds of fun stuff, so I don't really want any more face products. Something I am excited about is there's a perfume coming, and I haven't really been big on perfume growing up. I mean, I have a couple fragrances now that I enjoy, but I didn't really get into using or wanting to use perfumes until after I graduated high school. I don't know, maybe in my 20s. But I have, in the last few years, been interested in some new products, and I know that there's something called Scentbird where you can do a monthly subscription and try out different scents. I think I prefer to do it the Ipsy way, because at least with Ipsy, if I get a fragrance, it's not a big deal. If it's like one product out of however many I'm getting now, 5 sample products in the glam bag, 5 full-size products in the glam bag plus, and then 8 full-size products in the glam bag ultimate and 4 sample products in the glam bag ultimate. So 9 samples and 13 full-size items. So I mean, if I get one scent in there that I'm not really a fan of, it's not a big deal. This is Mon Paris from Yves Saint Laurent, and I adore this stuff. This bottle right here was $30 at Ulta. So perfume can be expensive. So I guess if you're really into perfume and you know that you like a lot of different things, Scentbird would definitely be something that you should try. But for me, to get one perfume a month that I may not like, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe it asks for your preferences, like if you like sandalwood or flowery scents or, you know, whatever. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is my Stay Matte Concealer. This is my Rimmel London Stay Matte Concealer. I'm gonna brush these brows right out of my face. I feel like they're just sort of hanging down there all crazy like. So this morning, actually, let me just start by saying last night, actually, I have to go back even further. So yesterday morning, I had woken up. My husband's super sweet and does so many awesome things for me. One of those things is that he makes me coffee every morning. And yesterday was a little bit weird. I was sleeping on the floor. I think it kind of threw everything off. Like I said, because of my back. And I ended up sleeping on the floor with my legs in the air, trying to get my back to stop hurting. And my husband, you know, was being real sweet and asking if there's anything he could do. He got my heating pad for me. He got up in the middle of the night, got me another pillow for under my legs, and just all kinds of sweet stuff. And then when I finally woke up in the morning, he leaves before I do, pretty early, like probably 2 hours before I leave. And I'm gonna use this sponge I got from Walmart. Anyway, so I got up around like 8 something, and I went to see where my coffee was, and there was no coffee. And I was like, oh no. Oh, it's no big deal, and I made it myself, and I kind of teased him a little bit because one of his love languages is acts of service, and to him that's a really big deal. To me it's like, oh, whatever, babe, like you do it every single day. I'm not gonna complain about that. I wouldn't complain about it anyways. He doesn't have to do it, he just chooses to, and I genuinely appreciate him for that. So I was kind of teasing him yesterday, and he said he felt so bad. So when he got home yesterday, he had picked up our dinner and brought me a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks because I love pumpkin spice. And I thought, oh, that is so sweet. When we first started dating, he would like pick me up the frappuccinos, like caramel frappuccinos and pumpkin spice frappuccinos, and just like give me all of the frappuccinos. And I would wake up, sometimes he would have come over because I gave him a key to the apartment pretty early on. I trusted him, and I kind of just knew like this was the person I was gonna marry. And so he had come in one morning and dropped off some frappuccinos and left me a cute little note, and I'd wake up in the morning and there'd be frappuccinos in my fridge and just sweet stuff like that. So he went and got me a pumpkin spice latte because he remembered that I love them. And I think he was trying to stay in line with my Weight Watchers because he got the latte instead of the frappuccino. And so funny. Did you know that a pumpkin spice latte, a venti pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, if it has non-fat milk, is 18 points? To put that in perspective, I get 37 points for an entire day. So needless to say, we were preparing to chow down on some Chinese food, and I had already planned out all my points for the day, and I was like, babe, I would much rather eat some General Tso's chicken than drink this sugary latte, although it is the sweetest, thing, and I definitely appreciate the gesture. I'm gonna save this for tomorrow. And so this morning I had half of my pumpkin spice latte for 18 points, or not 18 points, for 8 points this morning. And yeah, I was like so tempted to drink the rest of it because it's so good, but I was like, nope, it's not worth it, because then I won't be able to have very much for the rest of the day. So now, cool thing about Weight Watchers is that even if you go over your points, by the way, I was using my Ciate London Extraordinary translucent powder. Cool thing about Weight Watchers is there are 0-point foods. So yesterday, my whole lunch was only 1 point, and that was some tuna with balsamic dressing on it, a tomato, and some hard-boiled eggs, which was more like fuel than anything. I'm gonna wipe this because when I get the white, super white in the corners of my eyes, that tells me that it's making my eyes water, and then it just sort of messes up everything. So let's just clear that up real quick before it starts getting leaky. My eyes get leaky. So anywho, it is possible. It's not like you're not able to eat. Fruits and vegetables are 0 points. Like meats are kind of 0 points depending on, how you prepare them. So like the meal that I made the other day, if you guys saw my Instagram post about self-care where I made a meal for myself and my husband, that entire meal was 2 points, and that was from the dressing. So it was really good. I made salmon and salad. So it's possible to do. It's just you have to be creative about things. So next thing I'm gonna do is bronzer. And I'm going to use In the Balm of Your Hand from the Balm Cosmetics. I do have actually a bronzer palette coming in my glam bags. And I also have another blush palette. I believe that one is from the Betty Boop collection. So the bronzer I'm going to use today is Bahama from the Balm Cosmetics In the Balm of Your Hand Greatest Hits Volume 2. And I use this brush that I got from Wish. And I know that they have different brushes for different things. I honestly feel like when it comes to brushes, there are recommendations to what you should use for your makeup and what people feel works best. Or even when they sell it, they might say, oh, this is a blush brush, or this is a contour brush. But honestly, from my experience, a brush is good for whatever it works for you. So I think that this is a foundation brush maybe, and I like to use it for my bronzer. Now I do have a brush that is intended for bronzer, and that is this Farrah brush. Or sorry, contour. I keep saying bronzer, but I mean, this is a bronzer. I'm using the bronzer for a contour. But this is a contour brush from Farrah, and I don't really like how it works for contour. And maybe that's because I don't really use cream contour. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is do whatever you want. I mean, whatever works for you. You don't have to conform to what people tell you to do. Some people take their contour and they bring it up over their cheeks, you know, they start here and bring it up. I put mine in the shadow and leave my cheeks alone, but you know, that's just entirely preference. So be you, do whatever you want to do. It's cool. Just going under my chin here to make a fake shadow. And just blending. Okay. So I'm also gonna do the thing that I've been doing. Sorry, milk in the morning makes my throat all like, and there was milk in my pumpkin spice latte. I'm like, what is the word? I can't even make words this morning. So I'm gonna use this Matte Reed liner, shadow and liner, and this Farrah 65E mini shading brush, and I'm gonna do a duck face, and I'm gonna put it right in the deepest part of that shadow. Not the deepest part of the shadow, the top of the cliff, as it were. If you're thinking in terms of like, you know? Look at that. And then, because it's October, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just blend this in. I'm wearing my flannel today because I am basicked out. I had my pumpkin spice latte to start the day, and now I'm wearing flannel. I am totally fine with being basic. I'm just taking some of that on this brush for the blending because I noticed the other day, it's kind of hard to tell how well or not well something is blended in the lights that I have. So I was at work and I was like, oh dang, there's like a for real line right there. So I am just trying to make sure it goes away. Blends, but you know, I don't want it to go away, but be there and be blended. All right, so we're done with this one. You go away now. I'm also going to toss all of this other stuff down there. I'm not throwing it on the floor. I'm putting it in my to-go bag for those of you who are new. I carry a little to-go bag with me everywhere because you never know when someone will need their makeup done or you'll need to fix yours. It's like a little security blanket as well. Just like to have it. Next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette and go into shade number 9. I hope that Ipsy sends me some eyebrow stuff soon because I'd like to try some out and see how it goes. You know, will my eyebrows look like blocks? Maybe. Maybe. But that's okay. Practice makes perfect. I mean, I feel like I'm getting better at this concealer and, you know, like the baking of the concealer with the setting powder and all that. So I didn't know how to do that before. You just gotta try stuff. Try it until it works. Or until you decide that that's not for you. And then you move on. But at least you could say you tried. So I was talking to Tina the other day about eyebrows. And she was saying, one of my eyebrows goes like perfect. And the other one is just like poof, bushy. And I said, yeah, so are mine. Like, for example, this eyebrow likes to lay nicely. It's sort of smooth and round and just goes like whoop. This eyebrow is sort of bushy out this way. It goes like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And then it does this like so it's sort of like oddly square. And you know what? I have heard it said, eyebrows are meant to be cousins and not twins. So, even if I had never heard that said before, these are my eyebrows and that's just how it is. So I'm gonna leave them the way that they are. Okay. Besides filling them in, of course, and you know, whatever. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I know I keep saying today. I think that happens when I'm really tired. I am going to take this Ofra and Madison Miller Squad palette and my Chic blush brush from Wish. No, this one's from Ipsy. And I'm going to put blush on my cheeks. My cheeky cheeks. I really like the color of this blush because I feel like it is the shade of my face when I actually blush, which is what I want. I want it to look natural, like I am really mad about something. I want to look like I am furious. I'm just kidding. I only say that because when I get flustered or upset about things, my face turns so red. So red. It's the first thing that I notice as my face just goes like a fiery rage. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this weird highlight slash whatever it is colored highlight. It's an odd thing that I am not used to. And I'm just gonna fan brush it. Fan brush it across my cheek. Across the top. And over here. Alright, we're done with that. Done with that. Now I'm going into my Huda Beauty 3D highlight palette in Golden Sands. Taking my Ofra 103 brush. It is my favorite brush that I own. Why? I don't know. It's so silky and pretty. And I just like it. Okay? Okay. There we go. I'm not doing my brow today because no. Alright. It's the only explanation you get. Now I'm going into the Truly Madly Deeply palette with my Morphe M573 brush, and I'm going into Matter of Fact, and I am putting it down. You're bad, palette. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, that's my humor. Putting it down. So anyways, I like to take a shade that is close to my skin tone or close to whatever I have going on around my eyes, like the concealer, which should also be close to my skin tone. So yes, close to my skin tone. And I like to put it as a base and just, I feel like this makes everything even out. If there's any discoloration anywhere, if you can see somehow through my concealer, this just sort of sets everything. So then from there, I'm gonna take my number 3 mini tapered blending brush from Farrah, and I'm gonna go into, I was gonna go into Golden Gate Bridge, forgive me for wasting product. Now I'm gonna go into Made to Last. And this is from the ColourPop Truly Madly Deeply palette. And I'm gonna put it in the crease. And I feel like this is a bit more pigmented than what I was looking for with this shade. So that's all right, because I have my handy dandy 35E tapered blending brush from Farrah, and I'll just go over it. I like to consider this one and my 65E brush from Farrah my sort of diffusers of brushes. They're real big and floofy, and I feel like they just sort of disperse the product really well. And they just sort of have this like diffusing effect. So they blend super nicely and sort of tone down whatever I've put that it didn't want to be super crazy. So this is just the leftovers from what was on the Morphe brush. The Matter of Fact. Oh goodness, there's like a little fly around here. What the heck? Okay, coffees. So that's all I'm gonna do for shadow. What you say? Yes, 'tis true. Now I'm going to shoo that fly away. Shoo fly, don't bother me. And now I'm gonna start playing with eyeliners. So what do I want to do? I have no idea. No idea. I have white, blue, and green. And an itchy nose. I have ideas. Let's just go with it. All right, here we go. Pa, pa. Okay, I'm just gonna draw some flowers, I guess. Which is kind of hard to do when you can't see very well. Like that. And I think I want to do, so I'm going to put my gloss on. This is my Ofra and Madison Miller gloss. And I'm going to take some Hungry Ghost and put it along the eyes here just to give some sparkle to this, because the flowers are a little muted. But unfortunately I haven't worked with these liners on powder before, so I've worked with them on my arm and they worked great, but seems that they're having a difficult time with the powder. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to best use these at a later date. But for now, I think this will work. I'll just put some glitter over top of those too, just for fun. Because I like glitter everywhere. Okay. We'll take this brush, fan brush away this excess, put on some mascara, and we'll be done. So kind of just wanted to play around with these, see how they work. This is my Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. Okie doke, so there we go. Oh, messed up a little spot. Let me get my handy dandy Q-tip. Alright guys, that's it for today's look of the day. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have learned some things and that you go away feeling you want to explore some new things and be creative with your makeup as well. So always remember, no matter who you are or where you are loved and you are enough. Mwah. Bye.